The Calgary Police Service is investigating apparent gunshots fired into a northwest house early this morning. At approximately 3:45 a.m. on Wednesday, October 17, 2012, Calgary Police received reports of gunshots in the community of Tuscany. Officers responded to a residence in the 100 block of Tuscany Vista Road Northwest. They located a man and two children inside the home. None of the occupants were injured. The house appears to have sustained damage consistent with gunshots, and the area around the home is currently contained as officers conduct a search for additional evidence. Investigators are also interviewing neighbors at this time. At this time, the officers have not determined a motive. The residents and occupants are not known to the police. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to call police or Crime Stoppers.
Staff Sergeant, does it appear this was targeted?
At this point, we don't know if it's a targeted attack. The shots were fired directly at that residence, but as far as targeting the occupants inside, there's no indication that they're known to police, and the police haven't been notified of that address in the past. So,
everybody inside the house being cooperative with you guys?
as far as we can tell at this point, yes, we're receiving cooperation from the resident inside the house.
How lucky were the residents not to be hit? Well, were they in the house in proximity to where the shots were hit?
The shots were fired at the front of the house, striking the bonus room above the garage. The residents at that time, we don't know the location of where they were at the time the shooting occurred, but of course anytime shots are fired into a residence and nobody's hit, it's always lucky, and it's concerning for us.
I believe that this was a drive-by, was it kind of a walk-by, any ideas at this point, any descriptions, anything like that?
That's something that the investigators are going to determine. As it's only 6 hours into the investigation, we're still in the process of contacting neighbors and searching out any closed-circuit television video recordings that might be available to us. We don't have any information at this point whether it was drive-by, walk-by, but it's certainly something the investigators are looking at.
I'm not sure if you said this. Do you know how old the kids are?
The kids are 5 years and 8 months.
And it was just the dad home with them?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, just the father.
Is there a count on how many shots were fired, or?
That I don't know. Again, because it's so early in the investigation at this point, the investigators will determine exactly how many shots were fired once the evidence is all collected.
Kind of a generic question, I guess, but where does the investigation go from here?
Well, I know that the District 2 GIU detectives are investigating this right now, and again, being so early in the investigation, they're just in the preliminary parts of the investigation now, contacting neighbors, doing neighborhood inquiries, again, collection of evidence around the scene of the house, any surveillance video that may be available to them.